finishing day continues. This one right here, this one is cool. So this was a Lacework Burl, and it was like a flat block, and so I cut it. I cleaned out a huge cavity in it that was just basically a bark inclusion. A bark inclusion is like where you have either a branch or something fails in the tree, it breaks, and then the tree scars, and it puts in like a layer of bark to basically seal up the tree so the tree doesn't die. And these inclusions, I take them out and then fill them with epoxy. And the reason for that is the inclusions just peel away. So if you start trimming them or you start lathing them on this, basically they'll just shoot off into little pieces. If you epoxy the pith as well, or the inclusion, what ends up happening is as you're turning it, that piece of inclusion will let go, not where you're cutting it, but actually a quarter of an inch, whatever, below that surface. And so when that happens, you end up with a big divot or a pit in whatever you're making, and that's not good at all. So this one right here was Lacework Burl. It's kind of rough on the inside. I don't think I'm gonna do much polishing on the inside, simply because it's a vase. And so you don't see a lot of what goes on in here. Mostly it just holds water. But it has been sealed with epoxy, so it will hold water. I love vases. I think vases are probably my most fun projects to make. So I'm going to go ahead, spin this guy up. It's been sanded to 320. I'm going to come back in with 600 right now and just clean up the outside surface as well as the mouth area here. So the mouth areas I always tend to finish just in whatever the outside is. So if I'm not epoxying the outside, I won't epoxy the neck. Instead, what I'll do is I'll just come in with the finish and I'll clean it up from there. So that's the plan. So we're going to spin it up and get it going. So we'll let that guy firm up, and I'm going to wipe it down, and it's going to go into, like I said, my wine cooler warmer. Here in California, it's not that cold. Like, it gets 50s, but all these materials are designed and indexed to dry and cure at 75 degrees. So when your garage is 45 degrees for 65% of the day, what it does actually causes things to take a lot longer to dry and cure up. And I can't cut until things are cured, and I can't move on, certainly not on finishes, until they firm up and cure. And basically what the finishes are is they're just like they're a plastic or like a lacquer that's inside of a can. And so what we're waiting for is it to basically dry and make things hard. So sorry about the hair. It's part of the problem of wearing a mask. So till the next project.